Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Everyday October, where I am posting a new cruelty-free and affordable makeup review every single day in the month of October. And today we are trying the new collection from the Beauty Crop, the Weightless Wonder collection. So we've got a primer, we've got a foundation, a serum foundation, concealer, and setting spray. They did also have a powder, but it wasn't available online when I bought these products, so I decided to just go ahead and buy these ones and see how I feel about them. I can go back and try the powder if I feel like I want it. And then I got the Glasstini lip kit, and I knew that these were going to be minis. These are so cute! Look at this teeny tiny lip oil. I'm not coping very well with how cute this is. So we're going to be doing a full day wear test today. It is the first thing in the morning. I haven't really woken up yet. And I'm going to come back at the end of the day and see how this wears on dry skin that works in a humid environment. So let's just dive straight on in. I've already got my brows on. My lips are a little bit stained from a video that I was filming literally at 10 o'clock last night. My lip product recommendations. I also have swatches still on the back of my hand because I was showing lip stains. So I'm aware. We're just gonna try our best. So let's start with the primer. So this is the airbrush primer enriched with caffeine, cucumber water and panthenol. If my skin needs anything, it is caffeine currently. So what does it say? This weightless primer smooths skin and creates a flawless base for makeup, delivering a blur effect that feels like second skin. Apply evenly to the face, allowing the primer to set before makeup application. Yeah, we can do that. Let's take this off. Oh, it's like a thick, silicone-y sort of primer. Very, very thick. Smells like cucumber, so that cucumber water is coming through in that one. Let me just put the lid on before that goes absolutely everywhere. Oh, this does feel very silicone-y, which is, it's a strange feeling because I usually go for more hydrating primers. I do have dry skin. I have just done my skincare routine, so let's press this in. Oh, it does feel like it's already setting down. That's a very strange feeling. Okay, that already feels dry. That is wild. Looks like nothing, but does also look a little bit more mattified. Am I noticing that my spots are blurred? No, but there really is only so much that a primer can do when my skin is literally falling off my skeleton currently. So next up is the Weightless Wonder Serum Foundation enriched with caffeine, squalane and panthenol. Okay. Shape bottle well and apply several drops to the face using a sponge, brush or your fingertips. Add more drops to build up your desired level of coverage. Okay, I can do that. I got this in the shade Cappuccino Cream. They did have quite a few colours. I can't remember off the top of my head how many it was. I think it was maybe about 20, which for a serum foundation that I'm thinking is going to be a little bit less coverage, for a very thin foundation, that is a great amount of shades. I think it was 20. It was about that. It was a lot, and it was a good range as well. I think that this was shade 4, so there were 4 shades lighter than me, which is wild to me. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's like a squeezy bottle, silver lid. Right, I've got a sponge, which is usually my preference for foundations and things. So, ooh, it is thin. That is very thin. Very, very liquidy. That colour looks great as well. Maybe a little bit light, but I was just trying to eyeball it. Let's see. Okay, coverage. I wasn't expecting coverage. Wow, okay. Let's see how this goes over the primer. Because I would always think that like a serum foundation wouldn't work over more of a mattifying foundation. Okay. It is a little bit light, but also I can absolutely make that work. Okay. Okay, so this is before and after. I really like the finish of that actually. The finish of that foundation over the more mattifying primer is interesting because like I feel like I can see a glow from the foundation, but also I'm very, very happy with how matte everything else is looking. I really like that. That looks very, very natural for still quite a lot of coverage. Like I had quite a number of breakouts down on my chin and like by the side of my nose, and I feel like that's really knocked those back nicely. That was most of the product that I got on the back of my hand there, so I will have to get a little bit more to do this side. Let me do that now. But I really like the finish of that. That applied very, very easily, spread out very, very well. I like this. First impressions, I like this a lot. Obviously you would get more coverage if you were using a brush or even your fingertips to apply this. The sponge is going to soak up some of the product. I don't mind that just for an everyday. So let's go in with the concealer, which is the Weightless Wonder Creamy Concealer, and I got this in Blonde Roast. Both of these, the foundation and the concealer, both of these were shown on the same model, so I was like, I'll just go for go for the same one. Again, this was the 4th shade, and I have previously really, really enjoyed the Beauty Crop concealers. This one feels thicker. It feels like it's potentially going to be a little bit more coverage. I'll just put a little bit down the centre just to brighten up down the centre of the face a little bit. Not that I feel like I need more coverage. I really, really like the finish of that foundation just by itself, but I will just use the same sponge around the eyes as well to blend this out. I'll use the pointy side. Okay. Obviously it's not like completely covering the dark circles, but honestly they are just so prominent at the minute. They really, really are. So it's not completely covering the dark circles, but that's definitely sort of brightened them a little. I like the finish of that as well. Again, it's sort of a little bit more of a matte finish, which I quite enjoy with more of a serum-y foundation rather, because I'm going to put the concealer down the centre of my face and I want that area to be a little bit more matte. I really, really like that. I really like how that is looking. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then we can try that setting spray and the lip product as well, the Airbrush Blurring Setting Mist. We can give that a go as well. It's got caffeine in it. Can I just spray it straight into my veins at this point? I will be right back when I've done the rest of my face. There we go, so that's the rest of the face done. Just to catch you up, it is the MUA Beauty Balm in Caramel Bronze for my bronzer, the Colourpop Liquid Blush, Weightless Liquid Blush in Thanks as the blush, the liquid liner is the Troublemaker one, and the mascara is the MUA Stop the Search. So that is you all caught up. Let's do the lip. Let's do the teeny tiny lip. So this is the Lipped Cream lip liner, and this is in Cherry Noir, and the lip oil is in Cherry Noir as well. I'm under no illusion that these will last the full day. I mean, the lip liner might do. I'm probably going to have to reapply, but that colour looks really nice. Let me... Ooh, that matches my jumper really nicely. Unfortunately, this is my pyjama top, so I'm not going to be wearing this to work, but that lip liner looks like a really great colour. That lip liner is so beautiful and creamy. That colour is incredible. I am an autumn. Let's do the lip oil as well. Oh, it does smell a little bit, but it doesn't smell like how I thought it would. The other Cherie lip oils from the Beauty Crop smell incredible. They smell like cherry sweets. Oh, that was more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. Let me swatch that on the back of my hand. Yeah, that's a lot more pigmented than I was expecting it to be. Lip oils don't usually have a great deal of pigment. Yeah. That looks nice, but yeah, I don't think that that's going to last through, you know, a full day of eating, caffeinating, etc. So, lastly, let's do the Airbrush Blurring Setting Mist. I'm not going to do any sort of powder. Like I say, this collection did come with a powder, or should have come with a powder. It wasn't online when I purchased these things, so I'm not going to do any sort of powder to help the wear test in any sort of way. This just says, unlock the secret to flawless long-lasting makeup with our Weightless Wonder Setting Mist. Weightless formula creates an invisible shield that blurs imperfections, giving you that airbrushed look with a burst of hydration. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Whether you're finishing your makeup or refreshing your skin on the go, this setting mist is your go-to for a long-lasting finish. Okay, it says to shake well. I can do that. And I'm going to do this carefully around the eyeliner and mascara that I've already done. Let's do... Oh, that spray. It smells a little bit like cucumber. Don't love that, but that spray is the finest mist I think I have ever seen. Okay. That is a great sprayer. Let me just wait until this is dried down before I judge, because currently this is looking very glowy, but it is wet. Okay, I can't say that I'm noticing any sort of blurring from that setting spray, but only time will tell. Will it elongate the wear of my base? Let's wait and see. I will see you in 12-ish hours. Currently, I feel like this is looking like nice and glowy, even with that airbrush primer and setting spray combo. I feel like this is looking really nice and glowy. Very natural looking. I love that lip. I love that lip. But we knew that I was going to because it's a red. So, the time is currently 7:56 in the morning. Look at my kitten. Oh, she's adorable. Yeah, 7:56 in the morning. So I will see you in around about 12 hours and we can see how all of this is looking at the end of the day. But I've got high hopes. I think this is looking really nice. Okay, so it is the end of the day. As I suspected, the lip didn't last. The lip was so lovely and creamy feeling on application. I could tell that that wasn't going to last. It basically didn't last through breakfast. The lip liner did a little bit, but then I didn't take the lip oil with me to touch up, so I had to just wipe it off basically so that I didn't look crazy. But what time is it? It is 8:41 in the evening, and yes, I am filming this now so that I can take my makeup off, get back into my pyjamas and be sat and ready to watch Celebrity Traitors at 9 o'clock. I want to go to bed, but I also desperately want to watch that so I don't get spoilers. Anyway, that is why I'm filming now. I am amazed. I mean, my eyes, I look so tired. I am amazed at how well this foundation has held up, considering how lightweight it feels and how hydrating it feels, and also how glowy it was looking at the start of the day. I thought by the end of the day that it was just going to look like a hot mess. And when I tell you, it was so busy at work today. I was so hot. I had a jumper and a vest on with a dress and I had to take my jumper and I had to go to the bathroom and take my vest off. That is how hot it was. I was sweating. So I feel like this is looking so good. Like I say, given that it was such a hydrating, glowy foundation to start with, and yes, it had that primer and that setting spray, but I didn't feel like it had that much effect on the, like at the start of the day. It didn't look that different. So if I zoom you in, I feel like I have sprouted up a load of more spots throughout the day. Like, how have I got one here? Like, loads on my nose. I really need to work on my skincare, but there is creasing with the concealer across the eyelids, also under the eyes. I am noticing that, but also I had no powder on. There is no powder on my face. I used a cream, bronzer, a liquid blush, no powders to set any of this. So I'm very impressed. It still looks great. I feel like you can still see the coverage from that. Like the red, like my skin is quite red. I get quite a lot of redness in my cheeks and I'm not seeing any of that. So yes, it's looking shiny, but it was already looking shiny at the start of the day because it's such a lovely hydrating, I wouldn't go as far as to say skin tint. It is a light coverage foundation, but I think that that still looks lovely. I'm very interested to see how all of this will wear, how the foundation and concealer will wear without the primer and the setting spray, but with a setting powder. I will try that and report back, but first impressions, I think that this looks lovely. I think that it is worn really well. I'm impressed. So like I say, I will continue using this, well, all of the products, but specifically the foundation and the concealer. I will continue using them and I will come back at the end of the month in my monthly roundup to tell you what I think of these after I've used them in some slightly different ways, maybe with different primers, with different setting sprays and setting powders, things like that. I'll try the primer with different foundation, you know, I'll try everything in slightly different ways and I'll report back. I did really enjoy the lip. I really enjoyed the lip liner. The lip liner was definitely long lasting. I did have to wipe that off. It wasn't just going by itself. And the lip oil is just a lovely, slightly red tinted lip oil. And honestly, I just love that it is so tiny. Like, it's smaller than my nose. It's eyeball sized. A lip oil. I really enjoy that. I really love it. I know that it's the silliest thing and I'm gonna lose it immediately because of course I am, but I am very, very impressed. So I would love to hear if you have picked up any of these products from the Beauty Crop, or if you are going to. I will leave everything linked down below if you want to check them out. I don't know if they will be getting these on Boots. The Beauty Crop is stocked on Boots. I don't know if these will be going there. I got these directly from the Beauty Crop website. So that is where I got it. That is where I will link to. It is an affiliate link. If you use that, I do get a little bit of commission from that, but I can't lie to you because you can see my face. You can see how nice this foundation is still looking. So that is everything. I hope that you've had a fantastic, fantastic day. If you are new here and you want to see more rambling from little old me, you can subscribe down below for a new video every single day in the month of October. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye bye.